Hi, my friends. Today is Pentecost. And Pentecost is that incredible story that we share in church each year. And I'll be sharing it with you again today in Pajama Church. And it is that story in which the disciples, Jesus' friends, were gathered up in the upper room. And all of a sudden, there were flames right above their head. And they were speaking in languages that they didn't normally speak in, and they were understanding each other in these languages. And there was a rushing wind that came through the room, even though there was no wind outside. And it's this incredible story. And they went outside and they ended up bringing so many people into what we now call the church by baptizing them. And that is why it's commonly called the birthday of the church, because so many people were baptized that day as a promise to follow Jesus and learn about God. And there's a very special, lovely man who died not very long ago in a terrible, awful way. And his name was George Floyd. His friends called him Big Floyd. Some of you may have heard about it. People all around the country, probably all around the world, have and are talking about it. And there are so many people whose hearts are broken and saddened by this sad, sad event. But what I wanted to share with you is that he used to live in Houston, Texas, and there was an area where he lived that was known as the Brick. It was an affordable housing complex, and it was kind of a rough area. And he encouraged pastors to come into that area and set up church in a basketball court. And then he went farther and he encouraged them to baptize, particularly some of the men in that community who had been through difficult, challenging times. He wanted them to turn away from any kind of path of darkness and turn toward the light. And being a man of faith, he knew that the way to do that was to get closer to God and closer to Jesus and to be baptized. And it's really among many wonderful things that I've learned about him. It was something that really touched me because it was so timely as we think of the Pentecost story, as Peter brought all those people in and encouraged them to be baptized. And here, George Floyd, Big Floyd, had done the same thing many, many years later. Know that these men's lives could be improved and they could live a better life. It's going to take some time, but I know that our world will heal and that we will get through this. And so today, my friends, as I've shared with you many times, I want you to know that God is with you and watching over you and all of us during this time. And I and your church family miss you so much, and we love you, and we're holding you up in prayer and your families regularly. And remember these words, that although it doesn't always seem like it, God is watching out for us, and that means that all shall be well. All shall be well. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.